Welcome back. We are going to be taking the next step in solving equations. Now, what we previously learned, if we saw parentheses and we have to distribute, we want to do that first. Our next step, we wanted to look to see if we can combine any like terms, if they're on the same side. And then add opposites till we get our variable all by itself, and then divide or multiply. Now, the first problem we're looking at, hopefully you see something different about this. We still have x's, we still have numbers, but pay attention where the variables are. Here's our equal sign. I'm going to start by drawing a line down the middle. What's on the left? X's and plain numbers. What's on the right? X's and plain numbers. This is something different. We have variables on both sides. Do we have any distribution? No. No parentheses. Do we have any like terms on the same side that we can just combine? Remember, we just added them up or subtracted them. No. But we do have things on opposite sides. Once we get to this point, we need to collect all of our x's either on the left or on the right, whichever you prefer. Now, if you're the kind of person that likes to do everything consistently and put everything on the left, we can do that. How do we do that? Just like if we're combining or collecting our plain numbers. We're adding opposites again. So we're going to be adding opposites. We want to get this 2x to get over here. Now, in order to do that, we want to take the opposite of 2x, which is negative 2x, and combine them together. If we're subtracting the same amount on both sides, our equation is still balanced. This cancels out. 4x and minus 2x is 2x. We carry down to 5. We carry down the negative 3. If you notice, I'm adding the x's under the x's. Don't mix them up, x's and plain numbers. Now, we're back to an equation we've been working on for a couple weeks now. 2x plus 5 equals negative 3. Again, numbers on the left, numbers on the right, they're on opposite sides. Opposite sides means add opposites. Negative 5 and negative 5. We now have 2x equals negative 8. Divide by 2, and we get x equals negative 4. Now, if we want to check our answer, you can plug it in the calculator, or you can kind of just check it up here. 4 times negative 4, when I substitute it in here, it's negative 16 plus 5, so this equals negative 11. And again, I'm just kind of working up to save space. 2 times negative 4 is negative 8 minus 3. It's also negative 11. It equals out. I know my answer is correct. What we started with first is collecting our variables on one side. We could have added negative 4x to this side. We would have gotten the same exact answer. So I want you to have this written down, and I want you to be able to use this as a reference. So I'm going to put the next problem right next to it so we can compare on what to do. Problem 2, we have 3x minus 4 equals 8x plus 16, I believe. Line down the middle. No distribution. 3x minus 4, we can't combine. 8x plus 16, we can't combine. But what can we do? Sorry. Again, we have variables on both sides. We want to get x's on one side or the other. Now this time, because the 3 is a smaller number than 8, I like you're working with positive numbers. I really don't like negatives. So instead of going negative 8x, I'm going to go negative 3x. If you're one of the people that like the x's on the left, then by all means, add negative 8x. You will still get the same answer. 3x minus 3x, this cancels. I'm left with negative 4. 8x minus 3x is 5x, and we bring down the 16. we have our variables now on the right, so we have to work with the right-hand side now. We have a plus 16, so the opposite of that is minus 16. We get negative 20 equals 5x. We divide by 5, and we get negative 4. Same steps as we did here. We collected our variables on one side. We added opposites for the second time, and then we divided. So we added opposites, and divided on both of these problems. And again, if we plug in negative 4 up here, negative 12 minus 4 is negative 16. Negative 32 plus 16 is negative 16. It does work. Remember, get paid for your work and check it. All right, we're going to work on 2 more problems. Again, look back on these 2 problems that you did, and I'm going to give you some time to solve this. So after I put this problem down, I want you to try it. So here's problem number 3. 5x plus 8 equals x minus 22. So pause the video right now and you try it. There's 3 steps. Your answer will be a fraction or decimal. So again, stop it now and you try it. When you're done, come on back and we'll do it together. The opposite x's. I'm going to take negative x here, negative x here. 5x minus x is 4x plus 8 equals negative 22. Add opposites again. Negative 8 and negative 8. End up with 4x equals negative 30. Divide by the 4. And we get x equals negative 15 over 2, or negative 7.5. And that will also work up here. Number 4. And I want you to try this one on your own as well. We're going to be doing the same steps. Collecting our variables on one side, adding opposites, and then dividing. 9 minus 4x equals 3x minus 40. This will result in an integer. There will be no fractions or decimals here. Again, pause this, try this on your own. I'm going to this time bring my x's to the left. I know many of you really like to keep the x's on the left, so that's what I'm going to do for you this time. Opposite of 3x. Again, this minus 40 has nothing to do with the 3x. This negative has nothing to do with it. Opposite of 3x is negative 3x. Again, I'm adding opposites. 9 comes down. Negative 4 and negative 3 is negative 7x. This cancels out. I'm left with a negative 40. We're adding opposites again. Negative 9 and negative 9. This cancels. I'm left with negative 7x equals negative 49. Divide by negative 7. And my answer is a positive 7. If I go back and check this, 9 minus 4 times 7 is 28. That's negative 19. 3 times 7 is 21. Minus 40 is negative 19. It works out again. Keep these problems by your side when we come back to review these and you do your assignments. It will help. The more we do this, the easier it will get. See you next time.